7. Did you know that insects can actually be valuable tools in solving some crimes?
I did not know that. Insect evidence used to solve crimes is actually a technique dating back to the 13th century, but only in the last 30 years has it been an integral part of the investigation process. Our Kari Campbell is at the Science Museum of Minnesota this morning exploring this mysterious world of insect crime fighting. Kari.
That I am. Good morning, Tim. It's a brand new exhibit called CSI Crime Scene Insects, and it's a hands-on exhibit where kids and adults alike can put on their thinking caps and become make-believe investigators themselves to solve crimes. Now, Dr. Emily Goff is the curator for the exhibit, as well as a consultant with CSI, the hit TV show, and CSI Miami, as well as a professor at Chaminade University in Honolulu, which explains this.
Yes,
good morning, and thank you for coming up here in one of our cooler months.
Yes,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shock to my body.
I'm sure it is.
This morning, yeah.
Well, we appreciate having you here, especially because you're such a prominent figure in the world of forensic science and forensic entomology. Tell me a little bit about this exhibit.
Well, this basically is an exhibit that we have designed to explain forensic entomology. And we're trying to get something that is going to explain it to everybody, going from children on up to the educated professional that might be working. A little bit of something for everybody.
For everyone. Tell me what this is about that we're looking at here.
Well, I'd say most of what we're interested in here is really education. And materials laid out here are for our docents' cart, and these are going to be specimens they can use to explain what's going on, have a chance for people to get a little bit closer to some of the things. We have our models of maggots, we have some of the spider models and beetle models, giving us an idea as to, different types of things that are there, but somewhat larger, so they can actually get a feel for what's going on.
So a main part of this is education. I imagine that a lot of the recent interest in this has come from some of the hit TV shows. Is that right?
Yeah, there's been an explosion here of interest, which has really amazed me. If you, say, 3 or 4 years ago had told me there'd be an exhibit like this, I'd have laughed for about 10 minutes and told you probably no way this would ever occur. Now, everybody is here looking at it. There's an interest, and it's a good interest because the up-and-coming students are realizing there's a new profession here, or actually a series of professions. There are jobs available, and it's interesting.
And we should mention, too, that there is one part of the exhibit that maybe adults should bring their kids, or kids should bring their adults with them, too, because it's a little bit more graphic.
Yeah, it's a little more graphic, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
You see probably worse things on primetime TV.
Just some pictures.
Yes.
All right. Well, we thank you very much for bringing this exhibit here. I understand it's going all around the world after.
Well, we got scheduled for about 5 years of travel.
Wonderful.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, thank you, Dr. Goff. We appreciate your time this morning.
Okay, thank you.
You can check out CSI Crime Scene Insects here at the Science Museum of Minnesota in St. Paul. It opens tomorrow and runs through January 19th. For more information, log on to smm.org or go to care11.com and click on featured links. Kim and Tim, education for everyone, kids and adults alike.
I know you haven't seen the whole thing yet, but what caught your interest there?
You know, what I'm very interested in is there's an exhibit over here where we were looking at earlier, where you can actually see where one suspect had part of a grasshopper in his pants and the other part at the crime scene.
Oh my gosh!
That's what linked the suspect to the crime.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, unbelievable.
The old half the grasshopper in his pants.
And he was probably just worried about fingerprints.
Wasn't that an old Mannix plot line? I can't remember.
It was more like a Columbo thing.
Probably.
One more thing.
Lots of fun, guys.
Thanks, Carl.